In this video, I wanted to talk about travel and why it's so important to me that I incorporate it into my channel. Coming up. Hey there everybody, Derek with the Hydroconomist, where we like to grow our prosperity, wealth, and freedom. And today, I wanted to really embellish about this whole travel portion of my channel. What does that have to do with growing your prosperity, wealth, and freedom? Well, to me, travel is one of the ultimate freedoms. Like, absolutely one of the most important things, that I can think of that I need to do for myself. And I know, like most people, sometimes you're in a spot so long, you get kind of unnerved and on the edge, and I need scenery changes, man. You can't just keep a lion locked up into a cage, right? But anyways, guys, that's why I wanted to talk about today, is why I think travel is so important. So I figured it would be appropriate to have a little bit of background about this. If you did watch my recent video of some real old classic footage from 1995 at Universal Studios, make sure you check up in the corner up here. I did that as kind of like an introduction to where things are going to go with the channel. It's not going to be overwhelming travel. I'm still, of course, going to keep covering hydroponics, precious metals, and cryptos when I get to it, but we are getting into winter, so I got to rethink my hydroponic plans if I'm going to be doing anything. But I do have some footage with that. Of course, I'm going really heavy on the precious metals right now, but occasionally you will see these travel vlogs. I've dubbed it the Hydroconomist Travels, and I do hope you take time to check out the rest of my repertoire up here. And if you're new here and you like seeing videos like traveling or anything else that I cover here, please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified when new videos like this come out. So yeah, as long as I can remember, I have been traveling. My parents, they love to travel obviously too, so I can say my earliest memories reside actually in Disney World of all places. Seriously, since as early as 1989, 1990, we've been going to the Walt Disney World Resort. And it just kind of got to this point, we were going every year, and it wasn't just Disney. We were fans of the Universal parks too. Unfortunately, my dad is a terrible cameraman, so there's not that much footage I can share with you, except for, some clips like this.
Unbeliever. Yeah, we measured it for a Santa cap we put on this past holiday season.
Can you see through there?
Knowledge or transfer.
Considering that we've been going to the parks for so many years, it's no wonder why I love going back every year myself, even if I do it solo. You can see those videos up here. Even though I'm basically a 32-year-old big kid, it's not gonna stop me, and I've even worked for the company twice, and I've gotten terminated from the company twice. But that's another story for a different time. Take a moment to answer my poll up here, and if you want to hear about my story about how I got terminated from Disney twice. But even after I got terminated from Disney a couple of times, I still can't stop myself from going to the park. They're always changing, they're always evolving, and they have literally almost 50 square miles of property that they can continually develop on. I mean, it's weird saying, but it's like being a part of something bigger than yourself. When you've been to the park as many times as my family and I has been, and to just watch the evolution of the parks that you love throughout the course of the years. I guess I'm kind of getting to that age where, like, I'm really starting to feel bits of nostalgia for parts of the park that just don't exist anymore, like Horizons at Epcot. Now, even though I was pretty young when Horizons was around, some of my earliest memories come from that ride. Like, I mean, of course, amongst many other rides, of course. It's crazy to think that, as a kid, you wouldn't think you need to, you would miss something like that. But until it's gone, and then when, you're a little older and you think, and you look back and you're like, man, what I would love to experience Horizons again, or experience the original spaceship Earth. It blows my mind that even at 32, I love going to the park, and there's always something new. For all these years I've been going to those parks, there's so many things that I still have yet to do on property. It's almost like you'll never be able to do it all. Even in an entire lifetime, you couldn't do it all. And I think that's kind of the beauty to it, the mystery to it. Now, there are different kinds of like Disney and theme park fans. I just really like really well themed parks and rides. I am a big ride enthusiast. I don't really care about the characters. characters, and actually you can see it right here in some of these videos. I think it's kind of funny, even as a kid, I didn't like it. I mean, what an awkward moment, which probably you wouldn't be able to get away with nowadays. There was that, I mean, I had my ears on my hand trying to meet Mickey, and I just was not having it. And then there's Mickey trying to forcibly pull my hands down for a picture, and it's like, wow, wasn't that a little awkward? But yeah, you know, apparently as a kid, I wasn't really into the characters. Kind of makes sense why I'm not into the characters now. Maybe it was a little bit more fear-based back then. But no, I'm truly am like more into the rides. I don't really, you know, go for the shows or the parades. Those are a lot of popular favorites for people too. But you know, for me, it was always like it was like a matter of always being in awe that you go into these attractions and these rides that are just so deep in thematics, and it's incredible. It truly is incredible. But of course, my love for travel is not limited to Disney. Granted, there is a rather large portion of my videos, my travel videos, around Disney, but you know, what are you gonna do? It's like I'm a Disney addict, I guess, or you know, I'm a theme park addict. As I got older, my parents wanted to do different things, and then that's when we started going on cruises a lot, and that was like another step into my love for travel. You know, it wasn't just that it was Disney that I love and I only do Disney. No, it's when I started going on those cruises. Personally, I'm a fan of cruises because just it blows my mind that you're literally on a floating city and then you get to go to different ports throughout the course of your itinerary. So you get to sleep in one place and see different destinations all in one trip. And I think that is a fantastic way to travel. And this is why I've started incorporating my Hydroconomist travel series into the channel, just because it's too important to me. It has been a part of my life for as long as I can remember, and when it really boils down to it, the whole central of my being, you know, growing prosperity, wealth, and freedom, this absolutely identifies with that mantra, you know? And like I said, it is the ultimate freedom to be able to go out of your environment, your element, to avoid complacency. And it really expands, it opens your horizons when you get to experience new places, new culture, new people, food, all that stuff. I've even had friends say to me, like when I've come back from a trip, a cruise, Disney, whatever, and they're like, wow, dude, you are glowing. They could just see the impact of what travel does to me. Even if you can't go to Disney World, even if you can't go on cruises, go someplace new. Even if it's within your state, see a different part of your state that you never thought would have any interest to you. Another thing that I like doing is going on nice hikes through nature preserves, and I like to camp occasionally. You know, traveling to awesome destinations like Disney and cruises, I mean, they're great. They're absolutely great and all. But sometimes going back a little bit and just doing getting back to nature, you know, walking around and just seeing the natural beauty of our planet it does a lot for you and the soul. So like, I highly recommend anybody, even if it is just a weekend hiking, camping trip, get out there and do it. It does your mind and body wonders. It's like a necessary therapy to get you through the year, you know? You got that thing to look forward to. Yes, it costs money. Yes, it's time that you got to really focus to make happen. But when you do it, you know, you're creating experience and memories that you may have otherwise wouldn't. So that is why travel is so important to me. And it's just going to be an integral part of my life and growing my own personal prosperity, wealth, and freedom. To be able to go out there and experience more of the world, the cultures in it. Pro travel tip, it is extremely economical to take a trip out to Washington, D.C. because our tax dollars are going to pay for that stuff. All the Smithsonians and a good portion of all those museums are totally free to check out. So absolutely. I think really awesome starter travel destination would definitely be to Washington, D.C. And it is just so overwhelming how big it is. Like, you don't realize, like, you know, you see it in movies, right? Like, oh yeah, that's what the White House looks like. That's what the Lincoln Memorial looks like. But it doesn't do it justice until you are there in the flesh, witnessing it right in front of you. You do not truly appreciate the massivity, is that a word? The architecture, the buildings. You really feel that sense of patriotism. It's an overwhelming experience. It's another one of those things, like, you can keep going and going and going, and you're going to keep finding new stuff to do out there. So it's another destination that you can continually do, experience, and do more things. So hopefully I get to do more Washington, DC travels as well. And you can see my previous endeavor up here. In addition to all this, to help reinforce this whole, you know, thing of me loving going to the parks, I found as much of the old footage as I possibly could. Not all of it was salvageable because, well, my old man was not a great cameraman, and frankly, consumer camera technology back then was I tried to salvage what I could, so here's a string of clips just showing from some of the earliest known documented footage of me enjoying theme parks and travel.
Hey dude, what's going on?
What are you doing?
That other boy got a Mickey Mouse hat?
Is the bird home of world-famous movie star Mickey Mouse. Can we have a show of hands?
Who killed my sister? Who killed the Witch of the East? Was it you? Of course not. That was an accident.
Hey, Chewbacca.
Hey, cheese. Say what? You got a new hat on? Well, I can't.
can tell. At least I hope that's true. 13, we've got 15 points. 15 points. And we've got the montage. 15. And we've got...
How you bunking, dude? Hey, you gonna dance?
And they're off in their
It's my second channel. It's my travel vlog channel. It's the Hydroconomist Travels. God, put the it's time! Wow, this ride in the wilderness here! Dude! On Splash Mountain. Uh-oh. Number two. Number two, Barebutt Conspiracy. Barebutt Conspiracy. All right, first ride of the day. Test track. Test track, oh my God, test track. I mean, come on, guys. Look at that chud. Isn't he so freaking happy? I mean, like I said, I am a 30-year-old big kid. Even when I'm 60, I'm still going to be going to the theme parks. I'm going to try and travel as much as I can. It's just one of those fulfilling parts of my life. And I think that's a big reason why I am the way that I am, is because I get to experience these things and it really grows me as a person. I think I've gone on long enough about why I love traveling, why I love Disney, the theme parks, and why you're probably going to see a little bit more of it in the future with this channel. And guys, a special little hint, at the time of this video, I am in the Magic Kingdom as we speak. So make sure you're on the lookout for the coming travel vlog videos, the Hydroconomist travel series. I'm going to be in Disney, I'm going to be in Universal. I am going to have a ton of footage for you guys, so make sure you're keeping an eye out for that. If you're new here, please consider subscribing to the channel and giving this video a thumbs up, as well as hitting that notification icon so you get notified when I put new content out. Don't forget to comment below, letting us know what you think. Where are some of your favorite places to travel? Or maybe you've been to Disney too. What's one of your favorite rides, attractions, whatever? Talk to me, let me know. If you want to help support my channel and help fund future travels, please visit my links down below, such as my Amazon influencer store, or you can even simply buy a t-shirt. Every little thing that you do really goes to help support my channel, and I really do appreciate it. If you're into coin roll hunting, I do coin roll hunts every Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. Alright guys, that's all I have for you today. I hope you like this video. Keep growing your prosperity, wealth, and freedom, and we'll see you next time.